Is the brake on your new pedal set not meeting your expectations? If so, let D-Nut Stuff transform your braking experience. D-Nut Stuff has brake mods for Thrustmaster TLCMs, Husingvelt Sprints, Mosa SRPs, Fanatec CSL Elite V1 and V2s, SimJack Pros, and UT sets. We are always working on adding new pedal sets and more, so check back often.
Ricmotech high-performance sim racing equipment. Whether you're just looking to have fun, train for race, or become a serious esports competitor, Ricmotech has you covered. Hundreds of name brand parts. Support from experts that love sim racing. Trusted by the pros. There's only one place to go, ricmotech.com.
Does your feet hurt after a session of sim racing? Are you tired of the distraction from sore heels? If so, D-Nut Stuff has the solution for you. Our heel pads add support and comfort for your feet, so those long races are no longer painful. We can make a heel pad for pretty much any pedal set and even add your custom logo. So get one today. You won't regret it. Is the brake on your new pedal set not meeting your expectations? If so, let D-Nut Stuff transform your braking experience. D-Nut Stuff has brake mods for Thrustmaster TLCMs, Husingvelt Sprints, Mosa SRPs, Fanatec CSL Elite V1 and V2s, SimJack Pros, and UT sets. We are always working on adding new pedal sets and more, so check back often.
Ricmotech high-performance sim racing equipment. Whether you're just looking to have fun, train for race day, or become a serious esports competitor, Ricmotech has you covered. Hundreds of name brand parts. Support from experts that love sim racing. Trusted by the pros. There's only one place to go, ricmotech.com.
Does your feet hurt after a session of sim racing? Are you tired of the distraction from sore heels? If so, D-Nut Stuff has the solution for you. Our heel pads add support and comfort for your feet, so those long races are no longer painful. We can make a heel pad for pretty much any pedal set and even add your custom logo. So get one today. You won't regret it. Is the brake on your new pedal set not meeting your expectations? If so, let D-Nut Stuff transform your braking experience. D-Nut Stuff has brake mods for Thrustmaster TLCMs, Husingvelt Sprints, Mosa SRPs, Fanatec CSL Elite V1 and V2s, SimJack Pros, and UT sets. We are always working on adding new pedal sets and more, so check back often.
Good morning, happy Friday. Starting off with a very nice, I love it. Welcome to the Pit Stop, the only show where we drink coffee, talk about sim racing, and hang out with our friends. Speaking of friends, I'm with my good buddy Amir Assad. Amir, how are you this morning?
Dude, I am fantastic. It's Friday. The weather is absolutely perfect.
Here
Man,
too.
dude, it's we're kind of like we're kind of like in the calm in between the storm where we like the heat wave kind of mild it out a little bit. This weekend's going to be super nice, but then next week's going to go back to being warm again. So like, dude, I am taking full advantage of this weather because like, yeah, it's been a while since I've been outside and just been able to enjoy it. So I'm excited, man. Yeah. How about you? Yeah.
Kind of the same thing. I mean, I've had a busy week, so I've gotten a lot done. Which,
Mhm.
funny, it's a roller coaster. I say that all the time. We work really
Yeah.
hard behind the scenes, but you don't necessarily see the products of that labor, and then the labor
Mhm.
will come out later. So it's like I'm feeling really good because I'm just getting things knocked off my checklist. Like you said,
Mhm.
weather was great. Sunday I went on a moto ride. We finished our race,
Yeah.
and I literally hauled ass to get on the bike because I knew heat was coming. But that was the
Mhm.
last day of the heat wave, and it's just been cooling. And then like the last few days have been like 80 or 83 degrees, and just blue skies and just beautiful. And so been doing a little of both, working a little bit of getting outside and enjoying the day as well. And
Yeah.
it really, vitamin D goes a long way.
Right.
When the sun's too hot, you don't want any. And when it's too cold, you're not getting any. And so yeah, I'm feeling good and living life large, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, because yesterday we had a lot of fun too. We were recording a little bit. It was fun. Talking about working behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was fun. We kind of thought about it last minute, like, oh yeah, let's do this a little bit. You guys will probably see it on Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
We
I'll
just
get.
gotta edit it together and we're good. But other than that, man, dude, before I mean, chat is going very well. I mean, there's a really big topic that happened
Oh
this
yeah.
week. We'll get to that in a sec, but I'm
Not a
loving
lot of news,
everybody's
but some big news, right?
right. I'm loving the discussion amongst people. It's awesome. It's great. And I don't think anybody is really wrong in what they've been saying. But I guess like getting into, have all our guys in the chat discussing, we want to go through highs and hellos before we get into
I'll tell you
all
what.
these topics.
How about this? I'm going to go through the hellos, and then I'm going to bring up our
Okay.
top story. And if you want to look through and
Okay.
cherry pick some of the good comments on it to
Yeah.
reply to, we'll do that. So let's get some good mornings, then we'll get right to the big story of today. Good morning, Alesh. How you doing, buddy? George Sandman, good morning. Tristan, good morning. Yeah, what did Corsair did what? Dan DiMaggio out of the bushes and hanging out in the chat. Good morning to you. Double Dragon is here. PS4 Deadman is here. Amir's here. What do you know? Who else is here? Tristan, I said good morning. Good morning, Ralph. And David S. is here hanging out on a Friday morning. Good morning to you. Christian Clark and family is here. Good morning to all of
Yeah.
you. Who else do we have? Joa. Good morning, Joa. Let's go. Yeah, I was a tiny bit late on the trigger this morning. Sorry about that, everybody. I just wasn't watching the clock. Me and Amir were blabbing. I was blabbing away. Amir was listening. Uh,
Right.
Good morning, Doug. Good morning, Aloge. John Cheel is here. Good morning, Stephen Dager. BMX buddy, how are you, buddy?
Oh,
Star Fox is here, and I think that covers everything. So I'm going to
yeah.
announce the story. We're going to get to some conversation. I want to hear everybody's thoughts. If you haven't already chimed in, please, I'm sure you're going to have an opinion on this one. So I did a news story 2 days ago. Or was that yesterday? That was yesterday. I'm losing my
It
mind.
was yesterday. Yeah.
And uh, the big deal is, so, a couple of years ago, Corsair acquired Fanatec, and it was a really big
Hmm.
deal in sim racing. Corsair, the well-known computer parts manufacturer, a trusted name, I think, generally speaking, in computing, and they acquired Fanatec, and that was a big deal.
Hmm.
Thomas Jaegermeyer out, and in is the new infrastructure of Corsair. Now, we just learned the other day that Corsair has acquired is the wording, very important wording if you know legal
Right.
business terms, and we can talk about that or ignore it. The acquisition of the assets of Trak Racer. So I did see one comment. Someone said, I thought Trak Racer is doing great. Racer was doing great.
Yeah.
This is not one of those a belly up, let's buy it and gut it kind of
Hmm.
things, from what I understand. But yeah, Corsair now owns Fanatec and Trak Racer. So I in that news story, I didn't have any immediate positive or negative reaction, to be very honest with you. But I do tend to be a cynic. So when I see corporate buyouts, when I see monopolization, so sure, Fanatic is hardware, or electronics, and Trak Racer is hardware, right? So they're not technically the same, but it's a big part of sim racing, and I would even say and use the word monopoly. So I have fear of such things, and I'm skeptical, but I don't have any good tangible reason to be excited or upset about it. And I've thought about it back and forth, trying to really make an argument from my perspective. I want all of your perspectives, but this is me just speaking. It's like it could be good, it could be bad, it could be terrible, it could be fantastic. It even could just be neutral, and you wouldn't even know come tomorrow. So, Amir, what are the chat saying? What are your thoughts?
I mean, Tristan, I was going to go through it. And again, if I don't get your point right way, just let me know, because I'm going to kind of summarize everybody's points. And I think it's kind of split down the middle of who thinks it's a good idea, who thinks it's a bad idea. We had Tristan, who mentions, he thinks buying Corsairs, what's going on. He was under the impression that they were doing good. It made sense when they bought Fanatic, but now that they're buying Trak Racer, why is that going on? Dan DiMaggio is thinks it's a bad thing. Callum would think Callum doesn't care as long as he gets to buy products, he's good. As long as we get good products at affordable prices, right? Again, sim racing is an enthusiast hobby. It's not your generic gamers market. I kind of beg to differ nowadays on that point. I think now we've gone away from being a niche community to now being, I want to say, a budding community. We're growing, but we're growing now at a consistent pace. Let's see what else. I'm just skimming through everybody's comments. David S. Yeah, he's talking about how he's an active member of the Trak Racer community. He's seen there have been big issues with their customer service and shipping. And I agree. I've seen a lot of people commenting about not getting enough parts, missing parts in their shipments, having to wait longer for Trak Racer to send some stuff out. I've heard that too. For me, I guess and maybe I should make a video talking about this, but I'm going to try to keep this specific to really this topic at hand.
This is the edited version to leave room for more thought.
Because I have a lot more thoughts about this, because I think sim racing was a very small niche market before COVID.
Yes.
Right? Nobody really knew about it. You go to your buddies, you talk about sim racing, you're like, what is that? I have no clue what that is. So you explain to them, you're like, oh, okay. You might get a little eye roll, or people might go, oh, that's sweet, that's cool. And then enter COVID, we got real life racers, celebrities getting into sim racing, and the market kind of exploded. And we end up getting so many companies popping up because of sim racing and you just couldn't feed the market enough products. People were sold out for weeks and months, and just you could not keep any kind of product in stock, and this especially in the PC world. And then COVID was over.
Thank you, Tom. Sorry, he's leaving. I just had to say that.
Oh, yeah. Good luck, Tom. COVID was over. People started going back outside, trying to resume their normal lives. And we talked about this a couple months ago. All these small companies that popped up, they just disappeared, right?
Yeah.
They were gone.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to see that the market is oversaturated. I mean, there's no denying, how many wheel-based manufacturers do we have? How many wheel manufacturers? How many accessory manufacturers do we have out there? The market is oversaturated now that a lot of people have resumed their normal lives. We don't have that explosion anymore. Now we're kind of growing, but it's not the COVID growth. So I think now we're in that phase where we're starting to see these big companies acquiring the smaller companies, and I'm not going to, again, this is going way too deep into what I want to talk to separately. But in the case of Corsair, I'm not really too worried about it because, I mean, if you look at Corsair, look at their portfolio. They bought Elgato. What do they do with Elgato? They just let Elgato run and do their own thing, but they help them with customer service and help them with, with other things behind the scenes. Then they bought
Is it very
Scuff, which makes
nice?
controllers. They did the same exact thing. Then they bought Fnatic. Fnatic was in a very, very bad spot. It took them a while, right, for Corsair to correct the ship, but they've corrected it. I haven't seen anybody really complain about any of Fanatec's customer service. I haven't seen
Is it
anybody
very
complain about their
nice?
quality, their shipping times, anything. But they still kept the Fanatec name. Now they're just a
Is it
child
very
company
nice?
of Corsair. And imagining here is going to be the same thing. And so I think now we're gonna enter into the point of where we're in sim racing because now the market has kind of moderated a little bit. It's not this explosive growth. There's still growth, but we're kind of leveling out. So I think we're gonna get to the point now we're gonna see kind of I'm gonna call it the Apple corporations versus the boutique companies. Where you're gonna have a couple of large companies like Corsair, um, Moza's now, we're going to see those kind of companies are going to be the big dogs. And then you're going to have the likes of SimLab, you got Huskenfeld, Cube Controls, GSI. Those are going to be kind of your boutique kind of companies. And I think that's where we're going to be heading to. We're not going to have all these insane pop-up companies. I mean, I still have what is it? 3-4 years ago, I reviewed the Venom pedals, not VNM, but Venom. They're a company out of France. Probably one of the best load cell pedal sets I've ever tried. They don't exist anymore. Simutech, they made great DDUs. They don't exist anymore. Uh, so I think we're at the point. Like, I think the Corsair purchase, I think it's going to be a good thing because we're not seeing a company go away. Now they're just under leadership of a different company. But they also kept on the CEO of Trak Racer. Now he's going to be the CTO. So to me, that's kind of showing me that they're just going to let Trak Racer do its own thing. They're going to support them in customer service, shipping, quality assurance, all the stuff that they did with Fanatec. But now there's going to be a sub company under Corsair.
All right. Well, from your mouth to sim racers' wallets, right?
Right?
Um, you know, you one point now track racer might not be part of that whole like downsizing of sim racing. When I say downsizing, you touched upon
Hmm.
this, but if sim racing went through a 10x explosion during COVID, and I don't know what the exact numbers are, and maybe we can do some research and figure it out one day, but we had a huge explosion in the amount of people in sim racing, so much so that when
Hmm.
I started doing this show, the whole point was to inform people that sim racing even existed. I no longer have to
Right.
do that. Now there are enough people sim racing, enough people know about it that we are a review and a content site, not necessarily an education that it even exists site. Now, with that 10x, and I'm just using that for this example, I'm not saying 10x. With that explosion, we couldn't support all of it. It was temporary because a lot of things during COVID were temporary. People were doing things they didn't normally do for a few years as entertainment, as distraction, as options to do when they couldn't, right? Wake
Hmm.
up. Am I not awake, Tim? What do you mean? Um, and then so if we had this huge explosion and then we lose a certain amount, how much of it could we support? Now a good amount. Sim racing is still to this day much larger. Well,
Hmm.
when those amount of people came in, it allowed that many more companies to start marketing products as well. Especially because some of the big name companies were actually out of stock. That was a big
Yeah.
phenomenon of COVID as well. Try to buy a webcam during COVID, it was impossible. You couldn't even get a
Mhm.
knockoff; they are gone. Um, so I think that there is going to be a retraction, and it's going to be pretty parallel to the
Mhm.
amount of people in percentage, and the drop will reflect that. It only makes sense in terms of capitalistic mindset. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I kind of equate it like you because you're big into this. You're big into cycling, right?
yeah,
I mean, look at how cycling boomed. before COVID, how it was booming before COVID and how it boomed during COVID, right?
Right.
There was hundreds of brands that were go out there. They were making like custom bikes and all that stuff. How many of those companies still exist?
Sure. And if you had a good
Right?
following, right, instead of just going out of business, it would make sense that somebody else would acquire your assets, your IP, right,
Yeah.
your name and your designs and your customer base, and continue it going. Same thing happened in motorcycles. So many
Yeah.
hobbies saw this same thing happen.
Hmm.
Things that you could do alone, right? Things that didn't have a, you could ride a bike during COVID,
Yeah.
right? You could ride a motorcycle during COVID. There are a lot of things that people are looking for, and sim racing was a great diversion for so many people.
Yeah.
Um, so,
Yeah. I wouldn't call it like what did you call it that not the incline of sim racing. What did you call it?
retraction?
Retraction. I wouldn't call it a retraction. I would call it a consolidation.
Okay, that's a good word.
Yeah.
All
Because
right.
we're not seeing less and less sim racers. I think, but we're starting to see less and less people buying sim racing gear than they were a couple of years ago. I think it's just down to how great equipment is nowadays when you compare it to like 5 to 10 years ago.
Well, and the used market is saturated right now.
Yep.
Actually, the whole market, everybody is in full stock of everything for the most part.
Yeah.
So, in fact, one of the things we're seeing is massive hardware deals going on right now. I'm
Yeah.
gonna touch upon a few at the end of the show. That's something else I always want to know. Recently, I asked about American Truck, ATS, ETS. Do you
Hmm.
guys need to see every update for upcoming, or do you just want to see releases? And I think our consensus were just the releases. Do you
Hmm.
want to know about when hardware deals happen and what constitutes a deal? Is it everything that goes on sale? We have some bundle pricing and some summer deals going on, and these are the kind of things I'm like, is that news? I kind of feel like it is, but where do you draw the line sometimes is always the question I have to walk. So, any more thoughts, anyone, before we move on from Corsair? And like Amir said, he might have some other thoughts on this. It is also interesting coming on the heels of Trak Racer literally having like that motorcycle rig that everybody
Yeah.
was like, I mean, it was a big story everywhere I looked. Everyone was talking about it. They've got a lot of new designs. I just did this TRX V2 rig review.
Right.
I mean, they're kind of hot right now, and I mean, they're just expanding into other things. I think they have like a D-Box affiliation. I
Hmm.
know they're looking into making their own steering wheel shifters, handbrakes, the works. Mm.
Oh.
Too much hardware, not enough sim racers.
Yeah.
Or not enough sim games. Agreed. Agreed. I think hardware has been kicking the ass of software for decades in well, for 15 years, we'll say.
Yeah.
All right. Now, a similar topic.
Hmm.
Electronic Arts, the gaming company known for its franchises such as The Sims, Battlefield, has been acquired, again, acquired, tricky word, by Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, Silver Lake and Affinity Partners, for $55 billion. So, another acquisition. My
That's 50
understanding the word
billion is too much.
acquisition, just to tell people, is if you buy a company just outright, you buy them. Well, with that, you buy all their contracts, all their debt, all their obligations, their entire staff and all those contracts as well.
Hmm.
When you acquire a company, acquire their assets is what's really done. You get the IP, you get the designs, you get all of the copyrights and not copyrights, patents they might have,
Hmm.
all of that stuff, but you don't have an obligation to the employees. You don't have an obligation to the debt, or majority. I don't know. I can't say all debt, but a lot of debt isn't necessarily folded into it. And it's sort of like you get all the good stuff, all the good without the bad, which is just a
Right.
fancy way for rich people to make more money. And ultimately, I think we end up paying for that at the end of the day. I mean, someone's got to. I think it's us, we the people. So thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, government, for these business choices and things. Yeah. All right. I'm not going to get into that. Sorry, I said enough. I said too much. I went and said too much already. I'm not supposed to get political.
No, dude, it is a big deal. I mean, I know this has like been in the making for a long time, but it's been finally done. Uh, you know, I'm kind of conflicted. There was a couple of things that really stood out to me in that article. And I mean, and this is nothing new for the Saudi PIF to be purchasing games or getting involved in esports. Like they've been doing this for a very long time. Um, and I don't want to discuss the politics side of this things. We could, we could have if people want to have that discussion. We could have that offline, but let's keep it here more to how this is going to affect us. I look at it on one side is now they're going to have a lot bigger backing. And now that they're not public anymore, they don't have to listen to investors. They can just go out and make games and hopefully make great games. Because I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it how many times in the past where, I mean, biggest example, Cyberpunk. Well, probably one of the biggest disappointments in recent history, in gaming history, the biggest disappointments. And it took them, what, almost 2 years to turn it back into a great game because they were heavily pushed by their investors to release a game in in a very terrible state. So hopefully, with this is taken where they allow games to actually be built and be a quality title. But then the one thing that bothered me a lot, there was a comment by that they're going to be using AI to develop the games. And what does that mean? I mean, we've seen it across the board. People get laid off when they start getting lazy in using AI. I'm not saying that, using AI is wrong, but a lot of times, a lot of these companies are using it in a very lazy way, and it's resulting in people being laid off, and the quality of the products that are coming out are just as bad as they were before, even worse. And when I think about, people AI, like I start thinking about people like David Payne, who's in the industry. We've seen companies disappear, companies go bankrupt, and we're seeing hundreds and hundreds of layoffs within the gaming industry. And I think about all those guys that are losing their jobs. What's going to happen? What's going to happen with that? So, on one hand, I'm not a big fan of EA. I've never been a big fan of EA, so I'm like, it doesn't really bother me. But then I think about the people behind the company, and that's where I'm kind of like worried. But then I also worry about us as gamers, like how is this going to change the landscape for gaming? I know they only make sports games nowadays. They don't even make rally games anymore, or like they make the F1 games. But it just I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this one. Like there's some goods to it, there's some cons to it, and I don't know which one outweighs the other just yet. So I don't know.
Here's where I am on this one. I grew up on EA, right?
Yeah.
It's in the game. That meant a lot to me when I was
Mhm.
in my 20s. I was going to
Yeah.
say kid, but no, it was really when I was in my 20s.
Mhm.
If I was going to buy a new sports game, football, baseball, basketball, didn't matter.
Yeah.
It was going to be by EA. Not only because they had most of those titles, but they made the best sports games. End of story. Everybody else was just attempting at it. And then it just went in the toilet.
Yeah.
And my brother and I then just every time we'd hear their "it's in the game" intro, we would literally mimic it, saying it's really lame, because
Mhm.
basically everything they touched was
Yeah.
lame, and it's been that way ever since. So
Right.
generally
They favor
speaking,
profit.
yeah, and generally
Yeah, they favor
speaking,
profit over quality games.
anybody else in charge has to be better than what they're doing. So this can't have a downside on that side in my mind. Now,
Hmm.
I'm with David on this one though. F
Hmm.
private equity firms. F it. Again, thank you, capitalism. I am so tired. Right now, standing here, this is the end of my politics. 2026, I say this. It is August 7th. Capitalism is a nightmare. And everybody is super pro. I am pro-capitalism. Don't get me wrong on this.
Hmm.
But capitalism run unchecked is the game of Monopoly, which means one
Yeah.
person's happy and everybody else would really actually like to physically kill that person. We're talking
Mhm.
Monopoly, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever played Monopoly by the rules? It is the most ruthless, sucky game you can.
Oh,
I
it
love
is.
Monopoly, by the way. Huge Monopoly
Uh-huh.
fan. But you know, 4 people play, 3 people want to kill one person
Oh,
before the
oh, there's
game is
gonna be a
over.
fight,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, and that is capitalism. Now, capitalism is I can't go. Capitalism is wonderful and inspires innovation and great things. So I'm not knocking capitalism. I'm just saying things need to be. It has to be a balance. Private equity,
Yes.
private equity. You didn't need private equity for capitalism to thrive. We did it for a century without private
Mhm.
equity, and now it's like, okay, that's it. I'm done. Done. You can cut. You know, Amir, you need a buzzer over there sometimes where you can just be like,
Beep.
Sean, you need to shut your mouth right now. Right now.
No, I mean, it's good. You're getting your. It's good. We're getting our what we truly think
Yeah.
out in the open, man. It's all good. That's
EA,
the
it's
whole
in the
point. Like, I mean, I
stocks.
mean, well, that's the thing, though. It's not going to be on the stock market anymore. It's going to be completely private.
Yeah.
Every current investor is going to get a payout, and it's going to go fully private. No
Yeah.
public person will have any say in the company, and that kind of scares me too a little bit. Yeah.
Joa,
Anyways,
I do not cheat at Monopoly. I've told you guys the story of the lesson my dad taught me one day, and I have never cheated since. I just like it changed. You know, I golfed with my dad. Funny enough, so golf is one of those honor sports.
yeah.
No, if you cheat, you don't win. I don't care. There's no satisfaction or gratification for me in cheating. Now, if there's $1 million on the line, I might lie, cheat, and steal. I'm not saying I
Hmm.
wouldn't cheat, but if we're just talking most things that I've ever participated in, it was for nothing but pride. Pride was the only
Hmm.
currency on the line, and if that's the case, I'm not cheating for pride. No, no. I'm more likely, just in full disclosure, to be the guy to throw the table upside down in anger and end the game than to cheat. Just saying. All right. I am the thumb king. What's that?
No, no, like from Monopoly, the thimble from
Oh, the
your.
thimble. No, I was the race
Yeah.
car or the dog. It was the race car. All right, Simpit. Not a lot out there this week, and I apologize. I wanted to do a stream yesterday, but I checked my mail and I was kind of just going through my checklist of I don't want you guys to see it because there might be some secret stuff. I was going through my checklist of reviews and things, and I was like, oh, I better check some of these dates. And I literally opened an email that said embargo August 6th. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't even opened it. Um, and then it turns out that I got a second email that said, "Hey, we've backed that off." So I'm okay, but I was in a panic, trying to get caught up on things. So anyway, not a lot going on, but we will have. I have something that's going to come out, like Amir said, Monday. Working on the Moza review for
Mhm.
the HMA. I am also working on. Oh, I have another rig over there, another rig over there. Yeah, lots going on here. Studio's a mess. You guys can't see. I am standing in almost the only floor space that's here. Can I show you guys? No, it's not worth it. It's a nightmare. Um, all right, moving on. Not a lot of news to talk about, you guys. It was a pretty slow week outside of the
Mhm.
acquisitions going on. Um, no, there's no. That's not an embargo. I don't have that embargo. Le Mans Ultimate, they have another special
Mhm.
event. The 4 hours of Spa is going to happen next weekend. So if you're interested in running that, which, hey, I'm this much closer now to saying, hey, let's do one of these. Had a really good time playing Le Mans Ultimate
Yeah.
last week, and right here, my Le Mans Ultimate test in the Moza HMA 150. That much closer. Raceroom. This is what I wanted to stream this week, and I didn't. I'm still getting into this new routine of dropping everything to get on new content. The problem
Mhm.
is, I hadn't even downloaded Raceroom. I had confusion about getting the right pack. If I had done it a week ago, I could have done it on my test account, and it would have been just this new DTM car pack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to this over the weekend. I hope. But I have so much going on. I can't. I'm still trying to balance that getting caught up and the getting
Mhm.
into the new stuff the minute it's ready. But I am gonna get into Raceroom. That is one of my number one goals coming up. So we will have some Raceroom. But yeah, their new summer update, which was huge. With the biggest part being the aspect of GT3 cars, the DTM 2026 car pack, their new customizable HUD, and larger multiplayer grids. So, yeah, a pretty substantial update for
Oh yeah.
Raceroom. And that is out as of now. As of Tuesday, I think it was.
Tuesday.
And then what else? They're showing races and showing off the content. And yeah. All right, there we go. We have not heard from Forza Motorsport, not Horizon, Motorsport, in
That's
ages.
Isn't it dead?
You'd think. So
I
just
mean, maybe there's one person more, like maybe one more playing it than Rensport,
well,
I
he must
think.
be the one who did this post. Dear Forza community, we know many of you have questioned us about what's next for Forza franchise, and we appreciate the support of our incredible community. We want to assure players that Turn 10 Playground Games will continue to support Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon 5. To start, here's more info about what's coming next to Forza Motorsport. And it's been ages and ages.
Hmm.
They're going to have a Track Toys tour, a Ringer tour, a Challenge Hub, featured rivals. They're going to start at the end. At the start of each month, we'll bring back an additional tour to the game. Up next is the Ringer Tour. These are just competitions, internal competitions and things.
Yeah.
Anyway, just I guess it's a sign of life, right? It's I see. I almost went political again. I'm not gonna touch it. It's a sign of life about motorsport actually getting a little more development, which also could, in my mind, when I hear this, I'm like, this is them getting ready to start promoting the next version of Forza Motorsport, is what it is. So how do they do that without letting the cat out of the bag? They need to kind of bring up the older one and be like, hey, everybody, we're here. Hey, we're going to add this. We're going to add that. We're going to do that. And it's just to get a little bit of momentum, enthusiasm. And I would actually, in my mind, start expecting to hear some news about the next round of Forza Motorsport. But they've denied that, by the way. This is me 100% Sean speculation. So, all right. Anyway, cool. Motorsport. Horizon, they have this new Technique kit. So these paint jobs are inspired by the Lego Technic affiliation that they have going on. So then we got this Dodge Viper in this. It's that artist guy who does the black pens. Like, you see the videos on TikTok or YouTube. And a guy will bring a GT3, GT3 RS Porsche in, and he'll be like, "Oh, I'm tired of my car looking just like everybody else's GT3 RS. And can you do?" And then he'll do this pen magic on it, literally with the felt tip marker. I think that's what this is, right?
That is one of the dumbest things I've seen. Not gonna lie.
You don't like
One of
that?
no,
Have you seen the
no.
GT3 Porsche one? There are a few, but have you seen the ones I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've seen them. They're dumb. They're dumb to me. Being honest, they're
That's
dumb.
fair. Hey,
Stupid,
that's the
dumb.
point of the pit stop. Total
For me,
honesty.
so no, for me, like it's different. It's different between. There's a difference between like you have, let's say a Ford Mustang, a Camaro, an M2, those kind of sports cars, and you do stuff to it. You do a wrap, you do whatever, you do these kind of livery things. That's one thing. I can appreciate that. But when you're talking about a car like a Porsche GT3 RS, a Ferrari 296, a Lamborghini Tremario, to me, the beauty of those cars is in the actual paint job and then all the carbon fiber bits that are on it. Like you take that car, you take it to the best ceramic coating dealer you can find, get that stuff shining like no other day, and that is it. Do not touch that car anymore. Don't add any of that stupid wide body kits or vinyls and all this stuff. No. To me, that's just you might, yeah, dude. You should your car purchasing card should be taken away when you do that. That's just me.
I I'm not disagreeing with you at all, by the way. It actually reminds me. It reminds me once when I was at a car show and a guy rolled up in
Right.
a old Ferrari. I don't remember exactly what model it was,
Hmm.
um, and it was brown, like
Hmm.
metallic brown, and it was a factory
Yeah.
color, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, how many Ferraris do you have to have owned before you actually bought one that was brown? I mean, like it just
Actually, dude, I actually saw one Wednesday,
a
or
brown Ferrari,
was it Thursday? Yeah, because
like a
because I told you I was.
'80s model or so.
No. This is like a brand new one of the brand new Ferraris.
Wow.
I was because I went to the mechanic shop so I can, the guys were updating me on the stuff that's going on with my car, and here comes this guy pulled up in a brand spanking new brown, kind of like with gold flake paint scheme,
Uh huh.
and an orange carbon fiber.
Wow. That's
And I was like,
that's crazy.
that was so gaudy, so gaudy.
Now look at this thing.
And
This thing should be
yeah,
brown.
yeah. We can make that brown very easy.
uh, Fans of tiny cars rejoice! The 1972 Honda Z GT is now available with Car Pass. This is in Forza Horizon. Isn't this wasn't this the 1600 in America? The Honda
I don't
1600.
know.
They're kind of cool. They're weird. They're kind of cool. I
Yeah.
think John Hill
Oh,
had one
Anders.
of those.
Yeah. Oh, Anders. I hated Ferrari even before that when they banned Chris Harris from reviewing their cars because he called them out on their rules and stipulations on how Ferrari cars can be reviewed. Uh, so that's way before Dead Mouth 5, like ever since like when Chris Harris was banned from reviewing them.
I'm really torn. I respect them for being so protective of their brand, but at the same time, yeah, if I own a car, it's my freaking car, dude.
Right.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
that's what I'm saying. Like, are you if Ferrari's gonna do that, and I don't know if they still do that. This was like 10, 15 years ago. Because what Chris Harris exposed is Chris Harris is a guy. If you guys have never watched his car reviews, awesome car reviewer. I love that he's always positive, and he just genuinely loves cars. And so he just wanted to test a Ferrari as is. Like, I want to test a car, the same kind of car that a customer is going to be driving every day or every weekend, whatever.
The whole point of
And
a
Ferrari's like,
test.
right, the whole point of it doing a review and a test is like, here, this is what the customer, the driver will experience. But no, Ferrari is, you have to go to their sanctioned tracks. They have to have their test driver go out, drive the car around, and report back to the engineers. They have to do engine setup, they have to do brake setup, tire pressure setup, suspension setup, do all that stuff, go out, verify that everything is good. And once everything is good, then they hand you the keys and you can go out and drive the car on the track. Yeah, so are you telling me is that what Ferrari's going to do every time I go into my garage to drive my car for the day? They're going to come out, do all of that stuff, and hey, sir, your car's good to go. Thank you very much, and just you go drive. No,
You,
that doesn't happen.
you'd think
Uh,
eventually they'll lose in court, right? Because if you buy it, it's yours, not theirs. Which means that
right?
I could foresee this from Ferrari because they can do whatever they want now, right? Because all they have to do is sell more
Well,
Ferrari T-shirts and hats, and they're fine.
I
Um,
mean, as long as you sign the agreement,
well,
like they can,
they'll
because
just switch it
they
to
ban people.
a lease only structure. You can't even buy a Ferrari anymore. It's like a
Yeah,
lease only. It's like, well, no, we
yeah, they
technically
want.
still own the car.
Yep.
You know, uh, was it the FSS that you couldn't even own it? Like you couldn't have it. Like they had to care for it, and you had to pay them to bring you your
Yep.
car to a track and make arrangements for it. And it was,
Oh, it's the same with their high end models. Like if you're looking at the Ferrari LaFerrari, like you had to be considered one of their VIP customers to even place an order on it. Like even if you drove, let's say you drove a Ferrari Testarossa, doesn't mean you were able to buy a Ferrari LaFerrari. Like you had to have meet certain qualifications to be able to even be put on the list to purchase the Ferrari LaFerrari.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, F Ferrari.
Yeah. Oh, and Joe, yeah, same thing. Like, was it John Cena bought a Ford GT, didn't like it, sold it, and then they tried to sue him for selling the car.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like what?
yeah. Because
You
you're
remember
supposed
that?
to own it
Yeah.
for a certain period. Like that was part of their
Yep.
agreement.
You weren't supposed to make profit off of it. Yeah. But they
Yeah.
lost in court big time on that one. Yeah.
I think my BeamNG feed wasn't working right because I think I missed a couple. But July
Mhm.
3rd, they posted "Sunny with a chance of new stuff." Or maybe,
Ooh.
oh, I was gone. That's what it is.
You
That's why
were.
all
You were
this.
gone. That's when
That's
they were doing
why
the rally and all that stuff. Yeah.
I wasn't here. Anyway, I didn't see that. That's kind of cool. Then they got these little.
That's a month ago, Sean.
I know, I know. Spoilers. Did you see the spoilers?
I did.
I didn't see that.
No?
They're all saying hi, hi. Hot fix, hot fix. Okay, this is more new. Version 0.39 with the Ardente now here. We want to share some
Hmm.
stunning Ardente artwork with the community, all sized perfectly for wallpaper use. We'll check that out in a second. Then, just a couple days ago, disclaimer. All right, whose bright idea was this? Disclaimer: this image is subject to change. It should not be taken as representative of the final product. I didn't even know. We're gonna look at
Yeah.
that, and then another hot fix. All right, hold on. Let's make this bigger. It's a question mark and an exclamation mark made out of trailers, but they're like
Looks like
eight. It's like the kind of trailers they need two or three of to move like a windmill blade, right?
Mhm.
Or a booster for SpaceX.
Something like that. Yeah.
Looks like those kind of trailers. Like, and you link them together. I don't know. That's kind of.
I
I
don't
love
know.
that crazy BeamNG's back.
Well, there's a QR code that's hidden underneath, I think, too.
What?
Like there's a very faint QR code. Maybe that's just me.
I don't. We'll see if my phone
Because I'm
sees it.
looking at it from like the stream. But I think I see a QR.
There is. Come on, phone. Come on, phone. Do it. How come it's not doing it? It should see that, shouldn't it? Do you have to like
I don't
change
know.
the contrast on your something?
You might have to.
How do you do it?
But I
Oh,
see a QR code.
yeah, it's there. It's there, totally. Here, I'll take a picture so you guys can see it. Can you guys see it? All right, photos. Oh, I can't see it all that well. No, you can't see shit. Sorry, stuff. You can't see stuff. All right. Can anyone open it? If anyone open it, put the chat and link or in our Discord and I'll go to it. That's kind of cool. Crazy BeamNGers. All right, so now we have the what are they calling this thing? The Ardente. What's an Ardente? I don't know. What's an
Al
Ardente
dente?
you?
Pasta al dente?
I don't know. You can see it. Okay, Joe, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so here we have some wallpaper site. Are they all this mechanical drawing? They're all the
Isn't that like
same.
a
They're all the same picture? Oh, there's a different one.
it's a Ford Thunder Cougar Falcon Bird. No, does it that look kind of looks like the Ford Falcon a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
Ford Lincoln Mercury. All right, so they just have the two. Oh, there we go. There's a good.
Yeah.
That's a cool looking car. I've never seen one.
Yeah.
Only young eyes can see it. Oh man, that thing's ageist. It was an ageist
It was an
advertisement.
ages thing.
That sucks. I could almost see it. I'm clinging on. All right, that's the Ardente. Cool, nice looking car.
Yeah.
There's a video showing off the Mustang that you can drive around in. That you're gonna be able to drive around in the American Truck Simulator. This is what I'm getting back to. Is this Oh, I have my
We're good.
sound on the wrong thing. You
We
guys,
still we still we still need the old Camaro in there. Just we need the Camaros or the Trans Am, not the Camaro, the Trans Am. That's what we need.
yeah,
We're gonna do some smoking the bandit stuff.
there you go. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Right? I'm
And where
surprised they're going with the Mustang first before the Trans Am.
and where's the cop car?
Yeah, I know.
All right, I already had that open. I opened a new page. I didn't need to. So, all right, so you got that going on at American Truck Simulator. Project Motor Racing, they had an update. So, update 2.1 has deployed. Further update addressing community-raised issues, further stability improvements for ranked racing.
Hmm?
All right, hardware deals are going on everywhere, especially on the electronic side of things. So, I'm not going to really dwell on these. This is more like, hey, if you're looking for gear, this might be the week to do it versus waiting a couple because everything's on sale, it seems. So, Moza has their DriveCraft series, complete setups, clearer choices, and little bundle offers. So, for example, the KS wheel, the SRP2 pedals, and the R9 V3 base for $5.99. That's pretty good for a 9 Newton meter. Those pedals aren't the best, but if you were just trying to get started, 559 is not bad for a R9. You could upgrade pretty nice from there. R12 version of that is 649 and so on. I think they had other things as well. With that, SimMagic also doing some bundle deals. You got the SimMagic Green Flag bundle, not your typical entry-level bundle. The Evo Sport 9, the GT Neo, and the P700 pedals, all for $5.99. Ooh, you know,
Not bad.
I think I would take that at $5.99 over the Moza R9 with the SRP. I think the SimMagic pedals I prefer a little more, and it might be worth the
Mhm.
$50. The wheels are pretty similar. Bases are
Oh,
pretty similar, but I think I'd give the edge to the SimMagic on the 9.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, because I really like that Moza wheel. I really like it, but I
The
also like the
KS.
GT Neo. Yeah, the GT Neo is really good
It
too.
is just the standard KS, though, not the KS
Yeah,
Pro. Because I run the
yeah.
KS Pro, and I love that
Oh, I
wheel.
got the normal KS, and I
Okay.
really like it too.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's kind of basic, but it's like
yeah.
it operates so perfect. Like it's just like
Yep,
made for basically doing what you need to do.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
that's what you need sometimes. You don't need the super flashy stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Conspit also, they just got sales straight across the board. So 15% off on the CPP Lite. You've got 13% on the Evo 2. I do love those pedals, by the way. I run those
Mhm.
pedals on my backup rig a lot. Um, and 13% off on the Aries base, and so on. So basically, again, our big manufacturers right now are all doing sales and bundles. And if you're looking for gear, you should go to their website. Check it out. Tell them
Yeah.
Sean sent you. Husingveld's doing sales, so most of their gear is up to 50% off. It looks like 30% on the one steering wheel, 40% on the one if you buy sprints, and 50% on the one if you buy the ultimate pedals. So
Hmm.
I like the one. I have the one here, and I was going to put it on my rig the other day.
Okay.
Except for, again, it's one of the things. I had the same issue with the Porsche rim. By the time you put their adapter and a quick release on it, its throw, the distance from the grips to the base, is longer than your average normal direct setup from Moza or SimMagic or anything
Hmm.
like. So I went to put it on, but all of a sudden I was a little bit like this, and as you know, it's nearly impossible to move the deck on my profile chassis. Wink, wink,
Hmm.
nudge, nudge. Um, and now on this TRX, I could do it in seconds if it was just a distance adjustment. Anyway, I do love this wheel. But again, I forgot it's small. Most wheels have gotten
Hmm.
so big now that when I put this back in my hands, I was like, oh yeah, it's really small. But then when I put back talking about a wheel that's just like so perfectly made for sim racing, I really want to get this back in action. So I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
figure that out. But yeah, that's the one. The one. They're on sale and on sale with pedals or without. VRS has a
Ooh,
new base coming.
SC46 subscribed. Yeah. Thanks,
What?
SC46. SC46, subscribe to the channel.
Woohoo! Yeah, thank you very
I know.
much. Awesome. Wow, are we out of everything? All right. We are off on the
Almost.
on the road racing league.
Yeah, but we're doing something else in its place.
What are we doing this Sunday?
This Sunday.
What are we doing this Sunday?
We're doing the Sim Gaming Expo Time Trial Challenge.
That's right. I knew that. I knew that.
Yeah.
I thought we were doing something directly. Sam, I didn't get back to you. Yes, if you want to join us, I think we'll do it in a way that Sam could probably join us on track, not on the stream. I mean, we're going to stream ours, but
I mean, it's time trial, so I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
We won't be like, we'll all be on our own individual sessions. But I mean, we could all do it all at the same time. That's
and
fine.
We could be on Discord chat. Sam, 10 o'clock Sunday, me and Amir are going to do the Sim Gaming Expo challenge. So if you want to join us, anybody, if you want to join us, we're going to be on Discord. I'll be streaming my attempts. Amir will be streaming his attempts. Can I spectate you?
I mean, we had just how we do the normal road league, right? Or no?
Well, yeah, but I want your camera.
Oh,
wow,
very nice.
I think as long as I can spectate you, so as long.
Yeah.
Can you just keep doing it in the same room over and over again?
Or
okay. So,
well, no, I mean, when you leave the session, you have to leave. You have to join in. It's a new session.
All right.
But I mean, the conditions are static, so nothing changes.
All right. Maybe we'll just. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do, everyone. We're going to be streaming that on Sunday, though, for sure. And we do have a Rally League announcement, by the way. The Simpit Rally League is back. Yes, everyone, as much as we are all loving AC Rally, there's just not enough to do yet. There's just not enough to do. It is going to be... I can't wait, though. What?
Didn't we just finish the Rally League?
Well, the third best admin in all of sim racing is our admin for the Rally League, and he keeps that going, man. There's no off time. There's no off time in Rally.
I'm about to make him the fourth best admin league. Bro, give us a breather. Give us a breather.
No breather. All right, it starts September 4th, which is a month from now. Okay, so it's not just yet, but in a month, September 4th, we're starting. We're kind of doing something similar to last season. We'll call them twofers. So, for example, I'm not going to go through all the stages, but Safari Rally Kenya and Central Europe Rally are going to be done in the Rally 3 cars. The next two, Sardinia and Monte Carlo, are going to be in the Rally 2 cars. Looks like Acropolis is going to be in the Rally 2 cars. Then we switch to the World Rally Car 97 through 2011 for 3, 4, 5. So I guess it's not quite twofers. It's 2, 3, 5. So 2 stages in the 3s, 3 stages in the 2s, 5 stages in the 97 through 2011 cars for our 10 rally season, I believe it is. So, and so again, September 4th. Should be a great season. Looking forward to it. I'll be streaming my runs on Thursday. And we decided once again to go into the Simpit locker for this season's prize. Right? That's what we did last season. So this season, what were you had to do 80%, 8 of the rallies?
You had to do 8 rallies and be a member of the Discord.
Okay, so you need to be in our Rally League, which you'll find on RaceNet, the Simpit Rally League on RaceNet, starts September 4th. 10 rallies, so 10 weeks. Run 8 of them and be in our Discord, and you're eligible to win the Octane Designs shifter. This is a cool sequential shifter. This one was made for me. This was literally the one I used tested. It's very lightly used, so it's not brand new, but you'll see there's not a scratch on it. Very lightly tested. Really nice shifter. Really enjoyed using it. It's even got the Simpit logo etched into it. It's the old logo.
Nice.
But, yeah, really cool shifter, and this is going to go to one of our lucky ralliers at the end of the season. So,
nice.
Oh, don't show. I should have let you hear. Yeah, it's legit. This thing's fully legit. Yeah. I remember when I did the review on this, And so I was like, we did a prize last season. What do I have in the Simpit locker? Oh, I think that would be a nice addition to someone's rally setup. So,
Right.
yeah,
So,
that's the.
are you going to sign it?
I am willing to sign it. I don't think of my signature as adding anything to anything. So when a
If the winner wins it and he wants it, okay.
yes, if they would like, I will sign it for them. But I'm not going to do that until it's requested. But I'm more than willing to do that. But I wouldn't taint it with my signature.
It's got to say, all my love, Sean Cole.
If that's what you want. I love all of you out there. So, absolutely. Let's see. The only thing I have left, I think, is some Sim Expo announcements. Anything else on your mind, Amir?
No, just Sim Expo. I mean, we are, what, about
5 weeks?
5 weeks out?
5 weeks. I'm going to book my flight today.
I booked mine today, too.
All right. I haven't yet. That's on my list for today.
I got an email from my app saying, "Hey, here's a discount for your next airfare." I'm like, "Oh, perfect timing. Let me go ahead and buy it now."
Yeah, I need to do it.
Because I did that, and then I booked my hotel for the Frankfurt Game Expo, Sim Expo. Yeah,
you're a travel man.
Yeah.
I mean, Joa, I promise my best. In fact, no, I can't box it because they might want a signature. I will get a box for it and get it all ready and wrap. I have some cushioning right here from something else. I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to put it in a box that's the right size so it's ready to go because that's usually where my hang up happens. And I promise very prompt delivery on this one. I'll act like it's perishable like cookies. All right, so who's going to be at Sim Expo more? Oh, it's getting filled up. It's going to be huge.
It is. It is going to be ginormous.
Sim Panel is going to be there. I believe they make, flight sim decks and things?
Yep. Yeah, they make flight gear. Yeah. I mean, I've been paying attention to their Discord. I mean, if you're into flight sims, dude, it is getting bigger and bigger with how many people are showing up just for the flight part of the expo this year. It's going to be crazy.
Are they keeping them separated on the floor, or is it just going to be kind of everything everywhere?
Yeah. Everything's going to be strategically placed in certain places. Like you're going to have kind of like the gaming zone area, which is going to be VR and, some of the, I'd say not so much sim stuff. Then you're going to have the flight area. You got the farm area. So yeah, I think they're going to lump the flight and the space and, sim stuff together. So yeah, they'll be kind of logically separated. But I mean, you and me were both on the floor last year. I mean, you'll still be able to walk around, mingle, and see all the crazy stuff. I know some companies are probably doing a combination of both. Like Moza's going to have all their stuff in one area, like their flight and sims and racing sims. So, yeah.
All right.
I got to go back and look at the floor plan again, but I think kind of what George was trying to do, and now after George is watching, he can probably correct me. He's kind of trying to do like a little blend where it goes from racing and then kind of blends into the other stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's going to be huge. And again, explosion on the flight sim side. They had the most growth to be had. And and Christian, and the reason is because, flight sim people spend big money. Rebecca Raines will be there. Is that the former ring girl who's going to be in that movie Octane, or what was it called? Pony, that's it.
Yeah, she was a girl. Yeah, she was a girl that we met last time and had a nice chat with. Lady, woman, girl.
Don't get us in trouble. You know what's out there.
What? What's out there? She's cool. There. She ain't gonna get mad.
No, she would not get mad. She's not that type at all.
No.
No. Anyway, we hung out with her. Actually, it's. Yeah. She hung out with our crew quite a bit.
Yeah. She did.
She was cool. My buddy Troy hung out with her.
Yeah, she's big into Star Citizen. She does a lot of Star Citizen streams. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, full gamer. Getting into sim racing. It'd be interesting to see and hear how much she's gotten better. She's still doing it.
Yeah.
And all that. So Alpine Sim Industries is going to be there. Instruments. They're also flight gear. And then Smogboggs is going to be there in his pickle costume. Okay. He'll be easy to spot.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, I think next show we'll have to try to find a map of the exhibitor list. We'll do that for our Sim Expo.
Yeah, I'll ping George and see if he can send us something.
Yeah, it'd be good to show the layout, which will also really give people an idea, because as we go through these announcements each week, it's hard to remember how many, and how many of them are just like, God, the content people.
Right.
Like they would, if they're going to do a creator race and they actually got everyone to do it, it would probably take like 6 heats to get through the whole group.
Yeah.
It's like so many people. So, well, that is it. I guess there wasn't no news. There was actually quite a bit to talk about today.
Well, you missed one company at the gaming expo.
Who?
Wind Control.
Wind Control.
Well, no, Wind Control. They make flight gear. They're kind of like a step down from Virpil. I don't think they're the same quality as Virpil.
Oh, here, Wind Control.
But, yeah, they're going to be there. Yeah, Wind Control.
We didn't. Okay, so let me cover everybody since then. So if I didn't cover them, we missed others. Wind Control. There they are. Wind Control. Creator Takeover is going to be there. Who's that?
Well, no, it's
Lithium Fox.
Because we're doing our takeover next Sunday.
Right. Okay. Yep. Newegg's going to be there. Boundless Races.
Big. Yeah. Dude, Newegg.
That's huge.
Holy crap. That is ginormous news.
So how is Micro Center, not Mike, what's the one that
Micro Center?
Yeah. Are they going to be there?
Yeah. I don't know. I know George was trying to get them to come out, but dude, getting Newegg, that's huge, man.
If Newegg's going to be there,
yeah, right.
Micro Center better get their asses over there.
Yeah.
The Simpit takeover.
Yep.
So, all right, everyone. So, join the Simpit Rally League. You can win the cool shifter and do some fun rallying. It's going to be a blast. I'll be streaming mine on Thursdays. Tune in Sunday. We're going to be raking our run at the Sim Gaming Expo Challenge. See if we can qualify our way into the big event. And tune in for some cool content. We've got a review coming soon. We've got a really cool, fun piece that me and Amir just sort of battled on a topic. Not so much battle, a little battle. Debated our thoughts on something that I think you'll all enjoy watching. And we got that coming up soon as well. So lots going on here behind the scenes. Lots coming out next week. And lots of good fun to be had over the weekend. Last thoughts, Amir?
No, if you're gonna be at the Sim Gaming Expo, let us know. We're trying to get some sort of Simpit thing going on. Go out to dinner, go do something, have some fun together. So if you're gonna be there, let us know in our Discord. We've got a channel just for the Sim Gaming Expo.
Actually, now is really the time to start jumping on that, people.
Yeah. We've really got to start organizing something.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna ask you for me. I'm pleading with you all. If you've thought about it, and you're like, man, I'd like to go. You know what? Why not? It's coming to the end of the summer. What else are you going to do? Come hang out with a bunch of sim people. You can try out gear. Like if you've thought, these motion systems or these steering wheels, it's like cool, but is it worth? You can hands-on try it. It's amazing. And in a lot of cases, you can go home with it. I mean, like GSI sold, 500 wheels. I don't know how many wheels they sold. They sold a lot of steering wheels at the show. It was like people walking around with GSI boxes. It's like, dude, it's like buying shoes. It's like, do you want to mail order shoes or do you want to try them on? I want to hold my steering wheel. That would be ideal. Yeah. Otherwise, you have to take my word for it. So, come out, join us, meet some sim pitters. We're going to be, like Amir said, we're going to go out to dinner together. We did last year. We did a couple different dinners together. Some of the guys went out drinking on one night. I didn't make that one. We're going to do some go-kart racing. We're going to go over to Andretti Kart and do some karting. It's going to be fun, so don't miss out, but you got to get on it. You got to pull the trigger. You got to book your tickets. You got to book your room. Got to book your flight or make your arrangements, and I hope to see you there. Be sure to let us know. You'll be there on Discord so we can make bigger plans. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Have a great weekend. Get out there. Do some sim racing. Thank you, everyone. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole. That's Amir Assad, and we will see you on the track. Bye-bye now.
Later, guys.